Miitopia 2 would both be very unlikely and not a good idea. There, I said it. I'm speaking as someone who loves Miitopia. It got me through the pandemic and middle school, and as much as I love Miitopia, Miitopia 2 would not work in a way that is good. Now, if you watch this video, then I did too, and she was talking more about the possibilities of a remake of the game with certain features. The sequel is totally different. By definition, a sequel is a work of literature, film, theater, television, music, or video game that continues the story of or expands on some early work in the common context of a narrative work of fiction. A sequel portrays events in the same fictional universe as an earlier work, usually chronologically following the events of that work. So in other words, it would need a new plot in order for it to be a sequel, otherwise it's just a spin-off or a remake. There really was no plot discussed in the video, so that's why it's invalid for this topic. Now, for the reason why Miitopia wouldn't make a good sequel is simply because there's really nothing more to it. You defeat the original villain, the Dark Curse, and the original game, and that's it. You get to the post-game, but nothing else really happens. There could be a new big bad introduced, but at that point it's just repetitive. There could be a sequel where the monsters from New Lumos escape to the mainland and take over, but the post-game is non-canon to the main story, so having that as a sequel would make no sense whatsoever. If you do add a new big bad, that would also begin to contradict quite literally the first thing you learn about the world. It's a place where all Miis can live in peace and harmony. What about the genie or the Dark Curse? The genie's at me, real big shocker, I know. He gets an entire redemption too anyway. And the Dark Curse isn't exactly bullied as a human. We have no evidence Miis were making his life hard on purpose. He was just lonely. There is actually way too many holes in the story to say anything about Miitopia relating to him, as A, he lived a long time ago, and B, we have no clue behind his thoughts, since the explanation from the great sage was so vague and much of it was left to interpretation. Most of the fandom agrees it was a metaphor for a sewer slide, and I do too, but there's too much information left out. Did he know he was going to disappear? Was he aware of what he was doing? Was the casting off his face even intentional? Too many questions and no answers. But adding another villain to the mix would mean Miitopia isn't peaceful, like it states. Plus, it would basically just be a trauma fest for the main hero. Or if it's some next generation type shit, then no. We remember what happened when they tried to pull that off with Naruto. Could spin-offs work? Absolutely. An idea could be us playing as the Great Sage in one of his past missions. Preferably the past mission where he meets Cypress for the first time, because how the Hey, wait, doesn't that contradict what you said before? It actually was implied in the original game he met Cypress previously. Or it could focus on the peaceful aspect of Miitopia, show life for the average me before, during, and after the whole Dark Lord situation. So would a sequel for Miitopia work? No, likely not. A spin-off or a remake? Likely yes. Are we gonna get any more Miitopia content from Nintendo? Be so for real right now. They don't even listen to us asking them to port one of the most popular 3DS games on the Switch. No way are they producing more Miitopia content. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe like dropping a like. I do thank you all so much for, all the support I've been getting. So stuff like that. I thank you all so much for it, and have a good day.